Welcome back to the channel. We have kind of a special update for you guys. We want to talk to you a little bit about what has been happening with our up north cabin. So we have a story.
We have been waiting for longer than necessary to share with you all what a really important life update, something that you have been coming alongside of us on, but I didn't want to believe that it was true.
Yeah. Many of you have been following along know that about 2 years ago or so, we purchased a cabin or a small home up in upper, I guess, lower peninsula Michigan, like an up north cabin. And this was a kind of an adventure for us. We were excited to use this not only for our own family to come up here on the lake and the fishing boat and spend some time together, kind of as an alternative to camping or doing trips like that. But this was a business opportunity for us.
That's right. We wanted to rent it out. We wanted to offset some of the costs, to make it affordable for us to purchase a second home, and renting it out was the only way that we could make that happen.
Yeah, so we were gonna, the goal was to list this as an Airbnb and rent it out throughout the seasons, have people staying here, whatever, weekends, holidays, all that kind of stuff when we weren't here, and offset the cost.
But when we bought it, it wasn't Airbnb ready. We wanted to improve it to make it an awesome place for people to rent. They were going to be paying, trusting us, and so we did a lot of improvements on this cabin that we wouldn't have normally done if it was just our family.
Yeah, and we got it pretty cheap for what it is, and it did need a lot of improvements. It didn't have a lot in it. It had a few updates, some important things, new roof. It had a new furnace and water heater, but it had a lot of things inside that needed to be fixed up and updated. And so we got to work over the first year. We spent a lot of time up here on weekends or holidays or time whenever we could get away and come up here. We started with getting the fireplace around redone. We put trim throughout the entire place. It didn't have any trim. We took out the electric baseboard heaters that were in there. We did some electrical work.
New lighting fixtures.
Yeah, new fan, new lighting fixtures. We got on all new furniture. It was empty, so we had to furnish this entire place. Beds, three beds, mattresses, all of the bedding and everything that went with that. The water wasn't very good, so we added a water softener.
Oh, I couldn't stand the hard water up here. Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It had that kind of smell to it that wasn't good. We got that water softener put in. We got the laundry center put in, so we had a washer and dryer up here, which is a huge improvement because there was no laundry here. We did that entire renovation on the bathroom. We gutted that bathroom, and
you designed it like a little Jenga puzzle where we could fit laundry and a brand new bathroom with shower.
We took a little space out of the bathroom area where the tub was, and that made room for the laundry and the closet on the other side.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's literally perfect for Airbnb, and it's a home with laundry. It's a home instead of a cabin.
Yeah. Everything was set up. We got a TV, and we had board games set up, and we got all the, marshmallow skewers and pie makers for the campfire and all that stuff. We brought our kayaks up and the kayak holder for people to use, and it was really set up well, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
You decorated and did all the little details, and it was great. And so last year I don't know, when did we start? Maybe May or June of last year?
I think April 2025, okay. We listed it on Airbnb.
Yeah.
Filled it up for the entire summer.
Yeah.
I think almost every weekend in the summer, especially the holiday weekends, it was filled up.
Yeah, it was great. It was going really well. I mean, this was kind of Lisa's thing that she was going to focus on. So she was kind of running this. I was just the handyman, really, on call. And it was going great. I mean, how did the experience go renting it out with people?
I've never done this before, and the interactions with the people on the Airbnb website were fantastic. The people, since they're rated, I'm being rated, we're all really trying our best to take really good care of the experience, the rental experience, and people were interacting all weekend long, messaging. They would take the trash out, left it in better shape than
cleaned.
Yeah, then even if you allow your friends and family to use your cabin, I think these people even took better care of it. They went above and beyond to communicate, over communicate, and then leave it in really great shape.
So that was going good.
It was great.
It had it booked out throughout the summer, most weekends, a lot of during the week even. There was people coming in and out. It was going good. You were coming up and taking care of cleaning up and reset, and it was going well until something happened. We started to hear some rumblings from the email updates and other things from the Lake Association here. So this is part of an association, which is necessary, I understand, for having access to the private lake and the boat dock and all that kind of stuff. Boat launch.
Well, one of the things that our Airbnb was different than some of the other Airbnbs that are located in this association. We did not advertise any amenities that were part of the association. So shared amenities like the clubhouse, the in-ground swimming pool, even using a boat on the lake, on the private lake.
Right.
We did not advertise that, and nobody asked any questions. Everyone just stayed on the property here or ventured into town. They knew that the Airbnb was not part of the association. So we thought we were...
And no one was causing any trouble. People would come up, so when people came to rent it, they weren't really allowed to use the amenities that were part of the association. They couldn't go and use the pool at the clubhouse or go use the boat launch or all the stuff here on the private, the association amenities. Yeah. They were just renting this place and they would go into town and do other things. We started to hear the board talking about
they were going to take a vote. They wanted to take a vote to see. Now, our bylaws said that Airbnbs were allowed in the association.
They always were, yes.
We checked that out when we bought the place. But there was this rumblings. We would get emails about meetings that would be, we're going to take a vote and we're going to mail out ballots and we're going to take a vote to see if what the residents, the owners, the homeowners thought about this, and can they outlaw it with majority vote.
And so they did. There was either a vote or the board.
They did not take a vote.
I think the board itself decided to change the rule without an association property vote. And I think they were allowed to do that for whatever reason.
I think there's a case precedent somewhere in Michigan that allowed them to change the bylaws without a vote. So they did not allow us to vote, and instead they just sent a cease and desist email to all the residents and said, if you are operating Airbnbs. And
there were a few Airbnbs in here in the association.
I think there were 6. And what was interesting is we had already had our home rented out for the rest of the summer, and this was in July of 2025. So what I had to do was get on the phone with Airbnb.
So they didn't give us much time. They said you have to stop leasing this out as an Airbnb within
it was 2 weeks.
Few weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you had to.
So we would have been fined per cancellation. Per our agreement that we had with Airbnb, they were going to assess us a cancellation fee. I think it was around $60 per cancellation. So what I had to do was get on the phone with Airbnb and explain the situation, and I cannot say enough about Airbnb.
Yeah,
the gentleman on the phone was so great. All I had to do was send him a copy of that email that the association sent us, and he canceled everything, and he waived all the fees, and he apologized and just said, this happens sometimes. And
it was hard. I mean, it was hard because we had to cancel a lot of the people. I felt bad for families and that had made plans to come stay here. It was really difficult. We were frustrated. Of course, we could have fought. Maybe we could have, but we decided to let it be. It is what it is, and we took it down and dealt with all of that. And we were just kind of in limbo. We spent some time up here as a family for a few weeks last year and really enjoyed this. We really love this place, and so we thought, let's try to keep it. Let's try to see if we can just use this as our vacation spot. And over the year, it became more clear to us that wasn't the wisest decision for us to continue with.
In order for us to own this place, we really needed that extra income. It made sense to us financially, and so we have made a decision.
We are unfortunately going to be selling the cabin, the up north cabin. So it is officially, as of today, or actually yesterday, listed as a for sale by owner here in Lake, Michigan. It's on Zillow and Trulia and all the sites. And so maybe some of you are interested in in this.
Yeah.
You've seen it all. You've seen it all come together if
Yeah.
you've been following along. And so it's available. We'll put the links to all the information on Zillow and the listing. And if any of you guys are interested, we'd love to have you check it out, of course.
Yeah.
There's full tours and a video tours and all that stuff available there.
All the reasons why we bought are still clear to us. This place is an excellent home.
It is.
It is now not just a cottage or a secondary home. It is a permanent home, a permanent residence that someone can just move right into. If this were not a financial situation, I think we would still keep it here. And maybe some of you are out there and you are saying a homeowners association, they always ruin it for people, and we're those kind of people. I don't
like homeowners.
We don't like rules. We don't want to be told what to do. However, in northern Michigan, if you want a vacation home or a home in a lake community, it is extremely important that you're protected by an HOA, because when we were looking for this home, there were so many beautiful homes that their property value was wrecked by neighbors that just trash their homes. And so if you want to be guarded against that and you want to protect your investment, I think I can't say enough about it. We have such peace of mind.
It's been the association here has been great, honestly. I mean, the nice thing about it is everything you said. It's a very nice neighborhood. It's kept well. The houses are kept well. There's because there are some rules. It is a nice place to live. And it has been wonderful here. The amenities here are amazing. The lake is amazing.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to miss the most, is probably the lake.
Yeah, all the shared spaces. There's also a campground. So if you were to come and stay buy this cabin and you wanted family to come and visit, there's cabins for rent in the public space, in the shared space area. There is a campground that friends and family can come and camp at. I mean, this place is busy. There are so many people that the clubhouse is just filled with activities every single day. The pool is crowded with kids. I mean, it's just an excellent vacation spot. But this home is situated enough away from that stuff so that we can be private. We're in the woods.
Quiet.
It's so quiet here. I can't say enough about it. I honestly wish we didn't have to sell it.
I know it is. It is a sad farewell to this place, but it has been a great experience overall. Just learning, and who knows? Maybe there's another one in our future. Maybe not. We'll see.
I don't know.
But let us know what you guys think. Anybody have any experience with anything like this? Airbnbs, HOAs, all that good stuff. If you have questions about anything, let us know, of course. We are sad, but this just starts a new chapter of our family. We'll move on to something else.
Yeah, we'll see what else we can do. Maybe buy something else. And if you are interested, like Todd said, we're going to put a link to our listing in Zillow, and you can, and through that listing, you can contact us directly to schedule a showing. Very flexible with that. We are getting lots of requests already after only being listed for less than 24 hours. We've got lots of listings all weekend, so you're going to want to make sure that you check it out. And we will also put a link to the association so you can check out some of the rules. Some people have expressed an interest in that to just see. But again, it's on a double parcel lot. It's a beautiful and private area, and we are excited to share it with another family.
Yep, somebody's going to really love this place. That's what we hope for. So, well, thanks for tagging along on the journey for us, checking out all the videos, the renovations, and I'll put links to all that stuff in the description. If you don't know anything we're talking about right now, you can check some of those videos out. We did, it was really neat to see this place all come together with the updates that we were able to do. And so let us know what you guys think. As always, we always appreciate the feedback and the thumbs up on the videos and you subscribing and following along and all of those with our story and our journey. So, so thanks again for watching and following along, and we'll see you next time.